Welcome, everybody. High Slide Truck League. Bobby with all the freaking hobbies. Max Speed TV coming at ya. Kentucky Speedway. Get something to drink, something to eat. Come on back here. Spend the next few hours with us. Guarantee ya, it won't be boring.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket train, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the free, you're the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
Welcome back, everybody. High Slide Truck League here, Kentucky Speedway. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies. Got about a minute to go before we get this bad boy underway here. Real quick, I'm going to let you know how we got, what we're doing here, as soon as I get it all typed in for you. All right. These cats go for one fast repair. And there it is. They're going to get one fast repair for this whole entire race. Really, to look, well, I'm going to change that too. Your race analysis, real quick. If I can find it. There it is. 78 degrees, 81 track temperature. It's going to be just a little slick. Fuel window, they're saying somewhere between 30, 32, 33, somewhere in that area. 120 wonderful 6 laps, 126 laps of this bad boy. So hopefully, just hopefully, we have some pretty good green flag racing going on here. Now, I will tell you though, it is definitely going to be probably come down. It's going to be a fuel race, is what it's going to be. These guys are really, really going to be working on their fuel mileage, and that's probably what's going to win this bad boy tonight for sure. A lot of good guys in this league too. A lot of good competition here. And I believe it was Joseph Kazi last week won. Due to the fact to technical difficulty and no power, I wasn't here last Thursday, so. But anyway, Mr. Kazi did. He won last week, and maybe he can double down tonight. That'd be something to watch also. Now, my buddy's here from Australia again. Nice to have you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. But anyway, getting into the qualifying. Now, this qualifying right here, the way they do that, it's going to be a 10-minute qualifying, and basically they're just out there running around. You cannot touch anybody when you're qualifying. If you do, that's not going to count. The lap will not count. So that's something that we want to keep in mind. Take a look at some of the guys who are out here running around tonight. Mark Whitley in that 77 machine. And there's a guy, no stranger. Here he comes right now. Greg Holt, past champion. Got himself another new looking ride here. Take a look at that bad boy, huh? This guy's won everything, including a baby contest. I was proven that he did win. So that's pretty impressive on this guy's resume. He will be a tough one tonight. See what kind of a lap he decides to lay down. He's got to beat that one of Mark Whitley's I just showed. He was a 32.157. See where Mr. Holt pops in at here. Showing 7th fastest right now. Mr. James Santoyo in the 79 machine. He's showing 8th quickest. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe they changed that format. It is just single lapping around here. Single trucks. So I apologize. I was wrong on that one. Joshua Gathright. For a long time, I was calling him Garthright. Anyway, he's showing in the 15th spot. He's having some, I believe he's having some graphic card issues. It's nice to see him out here running now. Peter Hodgson. 64 machine. He's going to be shown in that 17th position in the Bud Light machine. Brian Toole, number 5. Everybody's trying to go after the 77 of Mr. Mark Whitley. Fourteenth, Michael Atkins Jr., 3rd place right here. Good run on his part for sure. Hey, he's sporting the MaxspeedTV logo in the back. That's a handsome looking dude back there in the back of that tailgate. I'm going to tell you right now. We'll have to check on that a little bit later on. Couple more. Who we got now running? Guy Snyder. The old Golf racing fuels. How many people remember those, huh? 17th position. And it is going to look like there's only a few more left out here. It's going to be able to do anything. Miz. That's the 24 machine. 16th position for him. Brian Campbell comes out 9th. Brad Neer. These guys take their paint schemes real serious, I can tell you that. They got some really good looking ones out here. Everybody's hunting the 77 to Mark Whitley. They're going to be able to knock him off his throne. We'll find out. That'll be 11th spot. There goes Jordan Berry in that 53. Let's see if he's got anything for him. You could do some drafting up here in this particular track. There is some drafting involved. It would definitely help you. And once they get spread out, it's nothing but hitting your marks and watching the fuel. And he's going to come in at 16th. One more cat we got out here. Who's he going to be? Wendell Elliott. Is he going to be able to knock the 77 of Whitley off the pole here? He's the only one left to be able to do it. Coming on down towards the final one right here. $14th, not going to be able to do it. All right, guys, we're going to be right back with the start of this race. Don't go anywhere. Right after this quick message. 17 seconds left to the qualifying. We're getting ready to go. High Slide Truck League here, Kentucky Speedway. In case you missed it real quick, I'll give you the rundown real fast. 126 laps. Field window between 30 and 32, 34, somewhere in that area. That's something you want to keep in mind. I got a feeling this is definitely going to be a fuel run race. You can draft here. It also gets a little slick here, and that wall can come up and bite you pretty easy as well. So you want to take care of your stuff, you want to take care of your tires, everything right here. All right, let's go through here. Let's get these guys out and let's see what's happening right now, huh? Row number 1, 77, Mark Whitley. That's going to be the leader of this race. He is the man that's going to get this bad boy started right here. Beside him, the 32, Joshua Lucas. Row number 2 is going to be the 12 of Michael Atkins Jr., the rookie. The 710 beside him, Cody Henderson, another rookie. Row number 3, the 08 of Will Cannon. The 65 beside him of Brian Rumpf. Row number 4, 37, James McCarson. Beside him, driving the 00 machine, Scott Williams. Row number 5, the 80 of Ryan Campbell. 79 beside him, James Santoyo. Row 6 is going to be Brad Neer. 13 Toyota machine, Andy. I'm just going to call him Andy B. Row 7, the man, the guy that's won everything, including the baby contest, Greg Holt, your last series champion. And row number 7 is going to, beside him in the 4 will be Wendell Elliott. Row number 8 in the 98, Jordan P. And the 15, Cody M. Have mercy. We need some more American names here for me. Make it easier. Row number 9 to 53, Jordan Berry. Can't screw that one up. And the 5 beside him, the Toyota, Brian Toole. Row 10 to 24, Mr. Miz. The 27 is going to be Guy Snyder. Row 11 to 59, Ryan Nicoletta. And the 9 beside him of Kyle Jackson. Row number 12, the 14 of Nathan Aldridge. And the 48 of Andrew Schroeder. Row 13, 64, Peter Hodgins, and the 89, Joshua Garthright. Row 14, 29, Kevin Damper, the number 1, Michael Coulter. Row 15, 05, Alan Martin, and the 88, Joseph Kazi, last week's winner. Row 16, the 91, Carter Casey, the 54 of Danny Lawson beside him. Row 17, 67, Doug Solms. The 066 machine, Joseph Fogg, and row 18, Donnell Williams. Hey, I got through it all. Awesome. Heading into the pace track. Or behind the pace car right now on the track. I'll get it right in a minute. The 77. Gonna be leading them down. That will be Mark Whitley. Down on the bottom side. Here we go. Green flag racing. Kentucky Speedway High Slide Racing Truck League. Heading out to a little bit of a lead right here. Looks like the 77's getting some breathing room. We have got a complete full field here tonight. The number 12 of Michael Atkins is in the second spot. He is right there with him, running right around. A little bit of action going on back here towards the back here, just a little bit, right through here. This track's plenty wide enough to do 3-4 wide racing. And that's why I'm thinking it's going to be a good fuel run track. Everybody seems to think so here. Guy Snyder, the 18th spot. That's what he gets to look at in front of him. There's the number 1 machine, one of my favorites, Michael Coulter. He asked, why is it your favorite, Bobby? Well, I'm going to tell you. He is being sponsored by the Brother Sister Trucking. MaxspeedTV logo all over that bad boy. Liking that. Up top, Mark Whitley still hanging on. Getting a good shot coming right at us here. I got a feeling by the time this race is over with, it's going to be pretty much dark. So these guys, this track's definitely going to change considerably. But right now, Whitley is leading the charge here. Michael Atkins hanging right there in that second spot, doing a pretty good job. Cody Henderson here in third. In that 710 machine, Joshua Lucas is fourth. The 08, Will Cannon, looks like he might be wanting to charge him. Trying to take that fourth spot away from him here. Right along with him on the nose, up on the hood. Check out his nose here. Gonna take him down on the inside if he can hold it down there. Off that top side, you get a lot of momentum when you're coming off those turns. And you got to deal with that sun in your face, too, coming out of turn 4. That's a blast. Just a little ways back, you've got Ryan Campbell in that 6th spot. 7th right there, Brad Neer. 8th, last season's champion, Greg Holt, hanging out in the 8th spot. That's 37 of James McCarson. He's in 9th. Jordan Berry, 10th. And he's got a whole rearview mirror full of Jordan. I can't pronounce his last name, P. Brian Rump is in that 12th position down in the bottom. The 00 taking a look at him. He's in 13th, Scott Williams. Cody M down on the bottom side, trying to get a spot away. Or up on the top side, trying to take a spot away from the guy in the bottom. Andy B in the 13, he's 16th spot. Brian Toole right here, he's in the 18th. As you see, these guys can run around here 2 and 3 wide without any issues whatsoever. Peter Hodges in the 25th position up on that high side there. He's leading a bunch of them as well. Still up front, Mark Whitley. Looks like Atkins is drawing in just a little bit closer to him. And speaking of which, I gotta tell you, if he can get up close enough to him, he'll be able to see that. We'll keep an eye on him. Maybe he can get a little closer. He You can't see it right now, but man, that back tailgate is absolutely wonderful. I told him if you put my face on there, he'd go 2/10 faster, so we'll see what happens. Right now, these three cats kind of broke away just a little bit. 4th place, Lucas. Will Cannon right there, staying right with him. Gonna kind of size him up here. Maybe he can take a run at him. You can see the distance right here. Go a little bit wider. You can see these three trucks have actually pulled away just a little bit, which is a good thing for these guys. And you will probably be seeing some green flag pit stops here. Quite a bit of green flag. That means they got to go from 170 mile an hour all the way to pit road speed. So you want to be careful that you don't get ran over. You also don't want to get caught speeding, because that would just ruin your day. You are watching High Slide Racing League. Check them out. A lot of trucks try to get into this league. A lot of guys do. They actually have a pre-qualifying race for the race. As you can see, all three of these right here, 1, 2, and 3, just a little bit of a little cushion. Everybody is allowed one fast repair. That's a very important thing. Trust me. It looks like Atkins is getting a little bit closer. 17 out of 126 laps have wind down a little bit. These guys probably just pacing themselves, hitting their marks, letting the laps tick down. Run on back through the field, see what's going on. Here's a cluster of trucks. Last week's winner, Joseph Kazi, down on that bottom side, the Gatorade machine. In the 14th spot, slowly trying to work his way up front here. Looks like the 13th is trying to give him a little bit of run for his money. Andy B. Brian Tools right there, bringing up a few of them themselves right there behind him. Santoyo to 79's taking it down to the bottom. Going to try to take a spot from the 15 to Cody. And he did. Close racing right here. Joshua Gathright. Gath, you know, whatever. Garth. He's in the 18th spot, slowly working his way up front as well. Nathan Aldridge, haven't heard much from him. He's been really quiet tonight, but there he is in the 20th spot. I can assure you he won't be sitting back here very long. Take a look. Mr. Andrew Schroeder all the way back in that 35th position. Looking like he's out on a Sunday drive by himself. Nobody to bother him. Still up front, Whitley's leading the show. 21 laps of 126 are in the books. You guys have a favorite driver, let me know. I'll pass it right along to him when he watches the broadcast. You name it, I'll say it. I don't live by anybody. I won't get in trouble. Let's see, I want to check on my buddy back here. Michael Coulter, he's at that 31st position. Kind of hanging back here a little bit. Looks like he might have just grazed the wall at some point right there. You can see he's got a little crinkle up sheet metal going on. Other than that, everything looks pretty darn good. There's the 64 Peter Hodgson. He's 32nd. Now, they get enough green flag stops or green flag racing going around here, you will see some guys starting to go a lap down. Right now, Whitley's making it look pretty easy. And Mr. Atkins is hanging right there with him. On back, you've got Ryan Campbell in the 3rd spot. He's beginning to get a little bit concerned maybe, because here comes that Greg Holt, I bet. He's in that 4th spot, and I can guarantee you he's going to slowly reel him in as well. Mr. Cannon in the 5th position. Little battle going on back here behind him, huh? Brad Neer. And then number 6 Machine. Him and Joshua Lucas are battling it out. And that caution on the track is going to be, I do believe, I think that's going to be a stage 1 win right here, because everybody else is still running around with no issues at all. Mark Whitley. The next stage is going to be at lap 50. And that first pit road stop's going to be under caution as well. And some of these guys probably extremely happy that caution came out, because you're probably getting ready to get lapped. And here the guys go. They're coming in. Mr. Whitley will be leading the show. Man, I gotta tell you, I'm a little surprised. Holt, Cannon, Henderson, and Jordan, and Kazi. Brian Toole, a lot of these guys, they didn't come in that time. So the first 7 have stayed out, and everybody else behind them has come in. Nope, no Scott Black or Somerville in this league. Not tonight, anyway. John, you're going to have to find a new fella. If you want to watch some excitement, though, that number 3 right there, Mr. Holt, give way to Mr. Cannon. Last week's winner, Mr. Kazi. I mean, there's a lot of good drivers that are in this league. A lot of them. And that's just the guys that are up front right here. Joseph, Bobby in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, I do, Bobby.
How is it driving, buddy?
It looks like I'm working my way up to the front.
Yeah, you are. Are you going to double down, huh?
I'm going to try.
Man, oh man, I'll tell you what. You're doing a good job. Of course, you got that Mr. Hold up there.
I would have had pole if I freaking didn't touch the grass.
Yeah, Holt, you know, he's like a bad rash. It just won't go away. I mean, he is always up there fighting for the lead.
Oh, yeah. He's always up here.
Oh, yeah. He's probably going to kill me when he watches this, and I called him a rash. But, hey, I speak the truth. Anyway, you're looking pretty good, pal. And I know we got a long way to go in this race, but it's nice to see you up front. It'd be awesome to see you take 2 in a row here, so we're rooting
It'd be
for
nice.
you. We're rooting
I
for
hope
you.
so.
All right, good luck, and I'll talk to you later on.
All right, appreciate it, Bobby.
All right, bud. Very important I get these guys back where they came from. They have their own team rooms. You put them in the wrong team room, man, it can get really ugly in a hurry. I definitely don't make good friends doing it that way, I'll tell you. That's an oops you don't want to do, folks. 30 laps so far out of 126. It's going to be Mr. Cannon on the top side. Greg Holtz down on the bottom. Just as soon as that godforsaken ugly iRacing pace car gets off the track, man, you'd have think they'd have come up with something a little better looking than that thing. But hey, who am I to judge, right? Back at it, High Slide Racing at Kentucky Speedway. Green flag it, and away we go. Remember, you have 7 of these cats right here have not been into the pits. They stayed out front. And boy, look at them. 2 and 3 wide racing right here. This is where everybody tries to get all they can get. Way up on that high side. I mean, way up on that high side. The 77, Mark Whitley. Ryan Campbell in the 80 machine hanging right down on that bottom. And this is what happens when you have fresh tires versus older tires. Mr. Holt's got 32 laps on his tires. If you noticed, he just slowly kind of going backwards a little bit. There'll be quite a few of these guys who'll be catching up with these And then they'll be popping into the pits here fairly soon. Here comes the 12 down on the bottom, Mr. Atkins. And he's going to bring the 6 right along with him of Brad Neer. So Mr. Holtz dropped back to the 5th position. As they are coming into the pits, I do believe. Man, oh, look at that hornet's nest right there, huh? 4 wide racing behind Mr. Kazi. Whoa, they touched right there. The 08. Will Cannon keeps it up on the wall. And I don't believe anybody else really got into it. And the admins throw the caution out on that. They were 4 wide racing there for a minute, and I am sure that probably had something to do with this. Let's check it out. Well, let's back that up, because that was a little too fast. It's right along with the 98 machine. Maybe we can get a better view of what's going on right here. And that will be Jordan. Well, let's see what he sees. Right in front of him. Running around, no problems. It looks like that one truck did. Yeah, he came right up the track, and that's when he nailed the 08. We'll back that up. Let's go to the 08. I'll find him here, Mr. Will Cannon. And we'll be able to watch this one a little closely here. 79 comes right up there, right on the nose of Mr. Cannon. Puts him right up into the wall. And it looks like the 4 got him pretty hard as well. That's Wendell Elliott down on the bottom. But notice how Mr. Cannon keeps it up against the wall and does not get anybody else involved. He's going to come in and get some work done. Let's see if he decides to use his fast repair, or is he just going to wait and have him work on it slowly. And it looks like he is probably going to have him work on that bad boy slowly. Gonna get him some 4 fresh tires. Do a little bit of work. And he will be back out. Ryan Campbell's going to be leading them around now. And then the number 1 spot. Michael Atkins Jr. right here, 2nd. 3rd's going to be Brad Neer. 4th will be Joshua Lucas. 5th, Guy Snyder. 6th, Jordan Berry. 7th, James Santoyo. Good run for him. 8th, Scott Williams. 9, James McCarson. And a top 10, Biz. Way back in the back here. Now he's in 24th spot, Greg Holt. Keep an eye on him. 24th don't mean nothing to this guy. Joseph Kazi's back here with him. Brian Gothright's back here with him. Brian Toole as well. Will Cannon, that incident, he's coming back in to get a little bit more work done. Saving that fast repair. And why not? I would too as well. We've only got 37 laps in of 126. He'll come back in, top off, get a little bit more work done each time. You are watching the High Slide Racing League Max Speed TV. Run over there and subscribe to us if you like us. Give us a thumbs up over here. These guys they're working pretty hard for you tonight. Right there you go. Hit that like button if you would. Make these guys all happy. Make me all warm and fuzzy inside. Wouldn't wouldn't you all have to agree with me? That has got to be one of the ugliest pace cars I've ever seen. I just don't get it. I mean, it is ugly. Yeah. There, take a look at it. Nope. Does absolutely nothing for me. "39 laps are into the book. Looks like stage number 2 is going to be at 50. So we'll see what happens. Atkins is on the top side. Campbell is down on the bottom in the 80 machine. They will be bringing them to the green flag here. Back at it one more time. Kentucky Speedway. Green flagging. Going through the gears, no problem whatsoever. Campbell holding it down on the bottom. Atkins looking way down at the bottom right here. Gonna try to take the second spot away from Brad Neer if he can. Not quite yet. There's Guy Snyder in that fourth machine. Number 27. With a whole slew of trucks right behind him here. Santoyo in the 9th spot. In the 37, James McCarson. He's in that 10th. Back a little bit further. The number 4, Wendell Elliott, he was involved in that last little incident. He's in the 19th. Mr. Kazi's got to be 20, and Greg Holt, he's moved his way up to the 21st. The 64 of Hodgson, he's in 22nd. And the ladies' man himself, Nathan Aldridge. I hear he's quite the stud muffin. He's out here in the 24th spot in that 14 root beer machine. Thinking that's an A&W. Can't really tell. Yeah, A&W machine. There he is. Andrew Schroeder coming right up there. There he is. He's in that 25th spot. Now, in the middle, 3 wide racing. Here comes the number 5, Brian Toole. So thank you very much, boys. I'd love to have that. And he splits them. On the bottom, now he's working on the 64, Peter Hodgson. They all fan out. 2, 3 wide. But still up top, Ryan Campbell. Now he's got himself a little real estate between him and Neer. Obviously, the fresh air out front prevails. Oh yeah, now we'll be able to take a look. All right, look at that. Look at that handsome-looking broadcaster there on the left side of that tailgate, huh? I'm just saying, you can be the judge for yourself, but man, oh man. Good looking tailgate right there. He's working on him, I'll tell you that. Snyder's gonna go to the inside. And man, they get so close, he could have reached out and knocked the sunglasses off my face. Whatever you do, Michael, do not cause any more wrinkles on my face. I got enough naturally. Riding along with Atkins right now in third spot. Hear him feather that pedal. This place likes to chew up tires. And you can get a little squirrely here. And that wall, there's no giving in that wall. You just slowly reel them in. One, two, and three, or I'm sorry, 3, 4, and 5 is right there. Joshua Lucas in the 32. He is in 6th spot. The 00 of Scott Williams is up to 7th. A Carson in the 37 now is 8th. Here comes Miz. He's in 9th, 10th. Ryan Nicoletta, I hope. If not, it is tonight, but he's in the top 10. Mr. Holt and Mr. Kazi made their ways up to the 16th and 17th spot now. A little tight racing right here, to say the least. Mr. Holt, he's got to get out of it right there a little bit, or he was going to actually punt that number 4 of Wendell Elliott. All bottled up right here, fighting for that 15th spot, 14th, man. And we got ourselves a caution. And I'm going to assume that will be the stage caution. And you're asking Bobby, who won that stage? Well, that guy did. Ryan Campbell getting the points. He started 9th. Now, who's going to come in and who's going to stay out? Right in the middle of a fuel run right here. Now, let's see. And here comes the first probably 10 trucks at least or more. Keep on going back here. Yep, they're all in line. Here they all come. Well, let's ride along with Campbell as he takes his pit stall. Another good looking MaxspeedTV logo on there. Looks like he just barely beat the 12 of Michael Atkins out. Nice little drag race there for that. Mr. Campbell, Bobby in the booth, you got me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy, you're looking kind of stout out there. How's that truck feeling?
Oh, it's pretty good, actually. I mean, the tires, they wear off pretty quick, but, you know, as long as you can get some tire management and not drive it balls to the wall right out of the gate, it should be okay.
Yeah, you look like you got a really good line going there, and I know that 12 of Michael Atkins, he's kind of staying right there with you. He's not letting you run away by no means, but you're looking awful strong tonight.
I appreciate it. You know, Michael, he's strong pretty much at every track. You know, I'm just glad to finally have a good showing. I've been frustrated the last few weeks, pretty much since the league started. So it's nice to finally get a good run going. Hopefully I can hang on.
Well, I don't want to make you nervous or anything, but that number 12, Michael Atkins, he's got a little special something on that truck to make him go about 2/10 faster.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard.
Yeah. That'd be the picture of me on that back tailgate. So if he does get around you, do not put any wrinkles on my face.
We'll do the best. We'll do the best.
All right, my friend. Good luck. We'll be watching you.
All right. Thanks, sir.
All righty. Great bunch of guys here. You can have a lot of fun with these guys. That's what's awesome about them. We usually get into a Photoshop war. Like to have a little fun with them, usually with a winner or something like that. It's a good time. 54 laps are in the book of 126. You are watching the High Slide Racing League. Campbell in the 80 machine is going to lead them to the green flag. So far, so good. Campbell's doing a heck of a job. I notice right now Atkins is making his move right there on the bottom. I mean, he squeezed his way down there. Brad Neer made him earn that spot. Go on back a little farther. Take a look. Nice to see Mr. Will Cannon. He was involved in an incident earlier. He's up to the 12th spot now. Carter Casey, the 91 machine. He's 14th. Working his way up from 31st. Good run for him. And of course, Mr. Kazi in the 88 machine right there, the Gatorade. Him, the rookie Kyle Jackson, he's in 16th in the number 9 machine. And then you got Mr. Holt working his way back up slowly. Way back in the 27th spot, Michael Coulter. A lot of room on this track for these guys to figure out where they want to go and how they want to run, what's best for them. Trying to pick that fast line. Way back in the back, Nathan Aldridge, 34th. I'll call him the ladies' man. Him and the 29 doing a little bit of battling going on right there. That is Kevin Damper. He's sporting the Max Speed TV logo on his rear spoiler. Back up front, it's still the Campbell show. But Mr. Atkins is hanging right there with him. Atkins now, he's been up front most of the evening so far, actually. We got 60 laps down. He's been doing a heck of a job. Guy Snyder's up to the 3rd spot right here in the old golf machine. That is a very, very cool paint scheme. Man, I could just barely remember those gas stations. I mean, barely. That tells you how old I am. As the song says, I'm old enough to know better, but I'm still too young to care. Well, Cannon's, he's cracked the top 10. After being involved in an incident. Miz up here working that high line, trying to steal a show there from Mark Whitley. And that's 77. Now, Mark led 27 laps, and he actually was the pole setter here. Do a little 3 widen right now. Scott Williams, you want to talk about a shiny chrome machine. Man, Stevie Wonder can see that puppy. Or Ronnie Millsap if you like country. Man, is that thing bright. That's a good looking ride. Performance Sim Sport. See that little shiny Max Speed TV logo up there on that rear spoiler? Pretty awesome. There's Mr. Cannon hanging out looking at these guys. He's got a little help there on the bottom. He's going to have to deal with Nicoletta Ryan, but looks like he passed it. Now he's going up on the high side working on Brad Neer. Still staying up on that high side. Looks like he's going to be able to clear him. Now he's got into the 9th position. Up front, Campbell's still leading the show right now. Nothing's changed up there. Atkins is 2nd, Snyder 3rd, Joshua Lucas is hanging out in 4th, 5th. Jordan Berry, Mr. Miz, 6th. Mark Whitley, he led 27 laps. Your pole sitter in 7th. Getting a little pressure from Mr. Scott Williams here in the 8th spot. He'd love to take away that 7th spot away from him. And he's going to work on him. Greg Holtz worked his way up to 12th. He's like the snake in the grass, I call him. You never know he's gonna bite you until it's too late and he's right there. I like to call him the little sneaky snake, because that's exactly what he is, man. I'll tell you, you blink, boom, there he is. It's like, where did he come from? Nice little battle going on right here for the 17th spot. Brian Toole looking to take a spot away down on the bottom side. Gonna bring the 710 with him. Andrew Schroeder's up to the 27th spot now. He got tired of being way back in the back. He's moved himself up. And in the 13, Andy B. He's back here in the 28th. He started 12th. Been running around up there for a while in the front. Whoa, there's a smacking the wall hard. And I do believe that might have been Mr. Schroeder. I'm not sure about that. I looked up and I heard it. Well, maybe it wasn't him. I'm not seeing no damage. Atkins working his way, trying to do something here. Slowly reeling in Campbell. 73 out of 126 laps. Ticking right along here. Oh, looks like Whitley. I'm being told by the race control or the owner here that the league, Whitley got a pass-through penalty for changing lanes before the start. Ooh, wow. That explains it why he's back a ways. And right there he is, the 77 machine in the 12th spot. Gonna have to work his way back up. He's led 27 laps, and he was the pole setter of this race. That's a hard pill to swallow right there. I can guarantee you he's up in his rig. Water bottles are flying. He's got a white knuckle ride thing going on the wheel. He's up and at him. He's on it. 75 out of 126 in the book. He knows he's going to have to start moving here. Still, Campbell's got a complete rearview mirror of Atkins' front end. They broke off just a little bit from Snyder in the 3rd spot. And then Mr. Lucas comes back a little bit further here in the 4th. Now that gap from 4th place up to the leader is 3 seconds. Take the long view right here, the big view. You can see it pretty well. It looks like Atkins really hangs it down on that bottom real low. Campbell decides to keep it up on the higher side. And of course, now they're going to make a liar out of me. It's going to be vice versa now. I'm sure the 80's probably trying to move around a little bit because that 12 can actually catch a draft off him. And that's going to help him out tremendously. It's going to actually just bring him closer. Snyder's starting to roll into the picture a little bit here. He's picked things up. Good run for him. Started 20th. Mr. Kazi's up to that 6th spot right now, and he's closing in on that 24 of Miz to break the top 5. I'll tell you what, folks, I really hope that Kazi at least makes the podium tonight, because this man, if there was ever anybody that could have been a speaker, a motivational speaker, this guy's interviews, they are top notch. It doesn't get any better than this guy. So hopefully we'll get a taste of it here if he can crack the top 3 in here. Always a joy listening to him talk. So professional. Mr. Holt, he's in the 9th spot, last season's champion. Kind of stuck behind these guys right here. Not sure if he's going to try to split them in the middle or what he's going to do. Scott Williams down there on the bottom, though, is trying to get around that 53. And that's Jordan Berry. It looks like he is going to succeed, I think. And I thought, yeah, there was a couple guys that came into the pits, I believe. Up front, it's still Campbell. 49 laps he's led so far. Atkins hanging out right there in that 2nd spot. Snyder's right there with him. Mr. Aldridge, he's moved himself up to the 24th here. Still got a ways to go, but he's doing a pretty good job slowly, but he's going to be running out of time. He's going to have to get on it and get it. Mr. Williams in the 25th right there. On the bottom. He started 35th. Another one with the old MaxspeedTV logo on the back tailgate. Either they like me, they like the broadcaster, or they just like the broadcasting company. One or the other. Like to think it's me, but who knows? Probably not. Schroeder's back to the 30th spot right now. Biker Coulter. He's actually on his paint scheme on his rear tailgate. It's the Brother Sister Trucking, one of the sponsors here. And the Aquatech Express, it's the other sponsor. Appreciate having them on board. Without them, well, we wouldn't be here. 3 laps down is going to be Joseph Fogg, the 066 machine. Must have had some issues early. There will be one more pit stop for sure for these guys. And then it should be able to make it all the way. Oh, looks like the 27 is getting a little racy. It's right up on his hood here a little bit. Get him on the old roof cam. Let's see what he can do. Man, what a handsome... I gotta tell you guys again, what a handsome looking dude on that rear bumper. Whatever you do, don't scratch it. Come on, Snyder. He's trying to roll these guys in. You can hit him on the right side, just don't do it here on the left. That wall gets really close when you're coming out of these turns, boy. Especially when you got 36 laps on these tires. It does get just a little squirrely. Lap traffic up on the top gets out of the way for him. And here comes Mr. Snyder. He's got to come into the pits right now. Slow her down. You do not want to get caught speeding. That would suck and ruin your night for sure. He gets that machine slowed down. Look for Campbell. See when he's going to come in as well. Everybody knows this is going to probably be the last stop. They can make it all the way after this. And here comes Campbell as well, and so will Adkins right with him. Whoa, Adkins goes sideways. Now, whether he got caught speeding, I don't know. He didn't hit anything. He went way past that commitment cone there. I don't know. Let's ride with him. Let's see if he's stuck. We'll see if he got a penalty here for speeding. Definitely a heartbreaking mistake if he did. And he definitely lost some time. And he did get it slowed down in time. Good deal there. And he's back out. Mr. Williams has not been in yet. He is your leader. He's coming in now. He's had enough. And the 27 machine, Mr. Guy Snyder, will end up being your leader of this race. Mr. Kazi, well, we got ourselves a caution here. And I'm not sure. I'm looking, trying to see if I can find out where or what. It's not showing me anything. nowhere. Trying to figure it out. I don't know. I didn't see nothing on my telemetry tell me otherwise. So maybe somebody might have smacked the wall or something and they popped the caution out, but I'm not seeing nothing on my telemetry. I'm not going to go hunting because I'm probably not going to find it. Well, the one guy that's probably happy that it did happen will be Mr. Greg Holt right here. Because now they're all going to be bunched up together again. And Mr. Snake is going to slowly... What's up? Coming in. They're going to come in right here. Why not? Nothing to lose, I guess. And he's going to bring in the 12 right behind him of Atkins. They're telling me it was car 29 that brought out that caution. That's going to be Kevin Damper right here of the 29 machine. Well, you know what? Since we have the time and I'm able to do this, we're going to see if we can find out what happened. And there it is. Going the wrong way. Let's take a look right along with him and see if we can see what happened. Well, you can see him sliding right there. It got just a little loose. And he's still kind of loose. Whoa! Him and the 98 are going for the same piece of real estate. And you know what? That does not work. Not at all. Go back and take that one more time here. Get a different look. Different view. How's that? You all can be the judge. Everybody going for the same piece of real estate. Does a really good job locking it up, but he did catch that front up there when he hit into the wall. He almost saved that bad boy. Four cautions, actually technically three because we had a stage caution. We got 31 laps to go, and there were 6 lead changes. You're watching the High Slide Racing League, MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all of the hobbies. At least that's what the wife says. So that's what I might as well go by. Snyder started out 20th. He's led 3 laps. Got himself up here in position now. Ryan Campbell. This guy's led 57 laps. I'm sure he'll do everything he can to relinquish the lead. And man, we got a treat for you guys if Mr. Kazi right here can make the top 3 tonight. I call him Mr. Motivative Speaker. Unbelievable. Make you want to get out and work 2 jobs and slap your mama. That's just how good he is speaking. It's awesome. Let's run through them and see what we got going, huh? Snyder, Campbell, Jordan Berry, Kazi, Joshua Lucas, Scott Williams, Miz, Brian Toole, Will Cannon back up here. And the 10th is going to be Ryan Nicoletta, I believe. Check these guys out for next year's, the next season coming up here. High Slide Racing League. And I do believe they're working on something on Sunday nights as well. So you might want to check them out. Good bunch of guys to hang with. This is one of the leagues I broadcast. I'm proud to say there's no Karens in this league. These guys just have fun. That's what it's all about. And speaking of fun, we're going to get back into the green flag racing right now. If you like what you're seeing, guys, please hit that button. They would appreciate it, and so would I. 21 people watching and 7 likes. That just about makes me want to cry. Down on the bottom hard, though, is going to be the guy that's led the most laps, Campbell, trying to get that number 2 spot. Jordan Berry not making it easy on him, I can tell you that. He's going to settle in behind Barry. Kazi in the 4th spot. Joshua Lucas in the 32 machines, moving up to 6th. Trying to get into the top 5. Scott Williams says no. As he's looking at trying to get into the 4th spot. Take it away from Kazi. Diane Mendez says Kazi can do it. Yes, he can. Well, thanks, Mr. Converse. I appreciate the compliment, if that's what it was. If not, I'm gonna say it is. Make me feel better anyway. Snyder's about ready to get him some company. Whether he likes it or not, they coming. Jordan Berry's driving the wheels off that truck. Not to mention Campbell's doing the exact same thing.
Second up, turn 3. Heard EOL from someone.
Carter Casey showing number 1 right now. Actually, John, my mic cable came unplugged and I had to fish it out. Constantly having to look at stuff here, and I'll tell you, sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. Two guys fighting for the same piece of real estate brought this caution out. 20 laps to go. Things have changed just a little bit. Brian Campbell, he's led 57 laps. He's got to work his way back up front. The rookie Carter Casey started 31st, and here he sets. Pretty impressed right now also. Will Cannon, take a look right here, huh? In the 5th position. He was caught up in an early incident, brought out a caution, fought his way back, and here he is. Jordan Berry into 53. Guy Snyder's led 13 laps of this race. No stranger to the front as well, sitting in that 3rd spot. Kyle Jackson finds himself up front, right along with Mr. Carter Casey. $18 to go at the line. You're watching High Slide Racing League, Max Speed TV. John, I owe you, buddy, because if I wouldn't have read your message on YouTube, I'd never known my mic cord fell out unless I looked up at my mixing board. Doing about 20 things at once here, it makes it tough. I need 3 more eyes. Speaking of needing 3 more eyes, the admins are going to need some right here because these guys are getting ready to get down and dirty. Casey's going to lead them on their way. The 53 dives down to the bottom really hard. Right there, Jordan Berry going to try to get a spot. Trying to get up to that 3rd position. Brian Campbell sitting there watching and waiting. Wanting to know, where do I go, high or low? Your boys are going to hold me up here. And away he goes up on the high side. Going to do it the hard way up here. 3 wide. I'm going to keep it right here because this is where the racing's at right now. These guys are really fighting for that 3rd spot. Really hard. Joseph Kazi is right there on the bumper of Ryan Campbell. Going to push him through if he can. Kyle Jackson, the rookie's not making it easy on him, I'll tell you that. He is holding his own in that number 9 machine. He's going to get stuck back into that 5th spot. Will Cannon's down on the bottom with the 53. Jordan Berry. Snyder's got a little bit of breathing room right now. But Campbell is in that second spot, and he's coming. And by the looks of everybody behind Campbell right here, remember the old movie Tombstone? Kurt Russell and all them guys? What did Doc say? Something about, I'm coming and I'm bringing hell with me? Well, that's about what it looks like right here, because these guys are a bunch of fireflies, and man, they are on a mission. Way back here in the back, you got last season's winner, the champion, Holt. Greg Holt, he's in the 11th spot, trying to work his way up front. He's only got 13 laps to get it done. Campbell's trying to run him down if he can. Kazi's right there in that third spot, and he's not exactly letting Campbell get away from him. A little bit of real estate between Kazi and Jordan Berry right here. I just heard somebody slam the wall, and I'm pretty sure... There we go. We got ourselves a caution. That's going to be Brian Toole and the 13 machine. And that should be, I just call him Andy B. Let's go back and see if I can find out what happened here. I heard it before I seen it. Oh, that was a quick one. And he hit it hard too. Let's see. That's Brad Neer. Let's take a look at it. He just, I think, I don't know, the number 5 slowed down considerably, and I think Brad Neer just ran him over. I don't think it was anything intentional. We'll slow it down. Y'all can be the judge of it. Neer's got a really good run going right here. And I think the number 5 might have slowed down a little bit. And he come down. He was coming down on him as well, I think. And they just happened to touch. Everybody going for that same piece of real estate as usual. But boy, he hit that wall with vengeance. Working our way back up. Number 1. Guy Snyder. Started 20th. He's led 20 laps so far. 10 laps so far up into this race. Trying to get it completed here. Is he going to be able to hold these guys off? And the guys I'm referring to will be the one Ryan Campbell sitting in the second spot. He's led 57 laps here tonight. The motivational speaker of Joseph Kazi. He started 30th, and he's sitting right here third. A heck of a run for him. Jordan Berry in the 53. He's 4th. Carter Casey is 5th. Mark Whitley, after a penalty for passing, he's worked his way up to that 6th spot. He led 27 laps, and he was your pole setter. Mr. Miz is in 7th. 8th, Greg Holt. 9th, Jordan. And 10th is going to be Joshua Gathright. Good run for him. Does a little fake out maneuver under the pit road. Pretty much guaranteed nobody bought that one. Those are your top 10. You are watching the High Slide Racing Lead, MaxspeedTV. Bobby with all the freaking hobbies. That's what the wife said. That's what I gotta go by. Glad to have you guys out here watching this. I certainly appreciate it. Hit that like button if you would, guys. Here, I'll make it all fancy and stuff. There you go, see? Hit that like button for us. These guys do a heck of a job, and they're going to have one heck of a finish right here. You do not want to miss this. Like I said, Snyder's been up here up front for a little bit here. He's actually had broke away just a little bit. He's led the 21 laps of this race. Ryan Campbell seems to have a screaming truck. He led 57 laps, and he's worked his way all the way back up into the second spot. I can guarantee you Mr. Snyder threw a water bottle across the room when the caution came out, because it was looking pretty easy for him. Diane Mendez, I believe I say that right. She's saying, come on, Kazi. And there he sits in that third spot. Tell you what, y'all got a treat tonight. If he stays in that third spot, you're just going to have a treat. Just hearing the man talk, it's just unbelievable. Awesome. Snyder's led the 22 laps. He did have a pretty good lead before this caution came out, and Ryan Campbell was a happy camper when that caution did come out. Because now they're going to do some battling. Who is going to be able to get out front and get away is going to win this race. Mr. Cossey's going to have to deal with that 53 of Jordan Berry. Jordan's a tough cookie to get around. Let's not forget, just a little bit ways back here, you've got Mark Whitley. He's a guy that was absolutely on fire. Looks like we're going to go around again. What do you think, folks? You think they're going to be able to play nicely for the next 6 laps? Is what they're going to have when they cross the line. About ready to get down and dirty right now. 6 more laps of a white knuckle ride, going nowhere but getting there fast deal. Get ready, get that ugly pace car off the track. Let's get it on. Here we go. Just what we're waiting for. Snyder in the 27, Campbell in the 80. Don't spin your tires and don't miss a gear. Wow, good job on Snyder getting a good shot out there. And as he did, he brought that 53 Jordan right with him. Ryan Campbell, he's trying to hold the 53 off way down on the bottom. Kazi's back into that 4th spot. He's got his work cut out for him. Mr. Whitley right there in the 5th. He's coming as well. And don't forget about Mr. Holt. He's now in that 6th spot, leading the charge down onto the bottom side here. And up top, we're still looking at it. 5 to go, 4 at the line. Snyder leading it. And he's got himself just a little bit of breathing room. Massey trying to make a move down on the bottom side right here. Whoa, into the walls, the 53. And that is, I don't know, is that going to bring a caution? Oh, yeah. He tried to hang on to it, but he was unable to do so. We're going to bunch him up and do it again. See if I can find out what happened on this little deal. Uh-oh, didn't want to do that. Let's try this again. I might have screwed that one up, guys. Let's see. I hit the wrong button. Not very professional, like, was it?
I don't at all.
Let's see. Run it all the way back here. Still got to go back. All right. Let's see if I can find it. Should be right here, I think. Right there, I believe. Yep. Just touched him enough to get him squirrely. I mean, wasn't much of anything, but man. Tried like heck to hang on to it, but he could not do it. That was a nasty hit, too.
Clear the iRacing chat, guys.
Let's see. Where are we at? I think it's going to be Ryan Campbell right here, perhaps. Let's see. We'll get a real close one right here. There it is. He comes up and, yeah, he hits him. I mean, 53 didn't come down nowhere or do anything. Campbell just misjudged him and hit him right in the left corner. That's what I think anyway. It's my opinion. You guys figure out what you want. But I know there's some unhappy campers on that move. Snyder's still leading it. Excuse me. Mark Whitley, the guy that led this bad boy for 27 laps at the beginning of this race, and he was your pole setter. Here he sets right here in second. And I like to call him Mr. Speaker, Joseph Kazi. He is setting in third. And of course, Greg Holt. Remember I told you about the snake? Well, the snake's beginning to rattle his rattle a little bit. Yep, he'll be a rattlesnake. And you're right, I thought the 53 was going to save that as well, but he got hit again. Heck of a job trying to save it. Unfortunately, that stuck Mr. Berry all the way back here to the 27th spot. But I do believe Mr. Campbell also got put back here in the back as well. So kudos, I believe, to the admins for that one. And it's over with. They are not going to go back green. The 27 will win this. Mr. Snyder. I thought they were going to do a green flag checker, but they are not. It is over. Guy Snyder is going to win this bad boy. Well, gag me with a pitchfork and choke me with a shovel, huh? And he's a happy camper. As well as he should be. Well, that's how you do a burnout, folks. Congratulations, Guy Snyder, on a win. Everybody stick around. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. We'll get a chance. We'll talk to these guys. Max Speed TV. We'll be right back. You are watching High Slide Racing League. Welcome back, race fans. Here we are, High Slide Racing League. Game over. It is finished. Guy Snyder is your winner here. And man, we got a special treat. Now, I wasn't here last week due to circumstances beyond my control. But anyway, this gentleman happened to win last week, and I wasn't able to give him airtime that he deserved. And I'm talking about Joseph Kazi, who finished third tonight. I told all you guys, this guy is a motivated speaker. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I'll tell you, Joseph, you ran really good tonight. You were back there in the back for quite a ways, and you worked your way up front. Was that your strategy the whole time?
Qualifying lap, I would have been sitting at pole.
You touched the grass, huh?
Yeah, my lap time was a 32.095. So I would have been sitting at pole, sitting pretty up here.
Well, you were sitting pretty up there fighting most of the day. That's pretty darn impressive, I got to tell you. But I'm just glad that you made the top three. I mean, we're all, I know there's let's see, Diane Mendez. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's my aunt.
Okay, your aunt, man. She's saying, come on, Kazi, unhook the plow. The right foot, the right pedal is the gas. Come on. No, I'm joking. She didn't say that. But she was rooting for you, though. So, that's nice. You got a fan out there.
Yeah, my dad should have been watching as well.
Well, he didn't say anything on here that I'm aware of.
He don't know how to use the chat.
Well, you need to teach him.
He'll forget it as soon as
I mean, with your intelligence and your intellect that you have, you should be able to show him like no problem.
I show he has to get me to show him anything with electronic based. So,
Well, I will say congratulations. You did get the 3rd spot tonight. You ran really well. That's a good thing. But here we go, man. We've been waiting all night. The podium is yours. Let it rip, Tater Chip. Who would you like to thank before I let you go?
I'd like to thank my aunt, and my dad watching. I'd like to thank you for putting on the broadcast, and Garrett for putting this whole show together. Too bad we didn't have a green white checker. Maybe we could have came out on top, but it is what it is. My team did fairly well. We were all up here. Carter, Ryan Campbell, and Wendell, and I don't know where Nicoletta was, but he was somewhere. We were all coming up here for quite a bit, but it is what it is. We got 3rd. I think Wendell got 6th, so we got some team points, good team day.
I'll tell you what, you've been practicing in the mirror, haven't you?
No, not really.
No? Man,
No.
that was pretty darn good. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed. Mr. Kazi, see what happens when you win a race, or at least get the top 3rd. The more you speak, the better you are. You're pretty good at this.
I guess.
Yeah. Hey, have yourself a safe week, buddy, and be good, and we'll catch you next week, and we'll see if you can't move up a couple spots, and maybe I could actually broadcast you winning one. What do you think?
I told you, yeah. You need to be here when I'm doing my road course greatness.
I guess I will. All right, buddy. You take care. We'll catch you next week.
All right. Appreciate it.
All righty. Mark Whitley, you out there?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right. I don't know what else to say. Son, you was a rocket ship. I mean, you were flying, doing great. You had the pole. You're running 27 laps. You led that many. I mean, man, you were a force to be reckoned with right there. And unfortunately, you came up just a little bit short.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how qualifying was going to go. I know we were up there top 3 on practice, but I wasn't sure if that lap I put down was good enough, and it held up. So always helps at these kind of tracks to start up front. So just kind of stayed up there, just kind of didn't try to abuse the tires. And toward the very end of that first run, I think I worn them up a little bit too much, and I was giving up a little bit of time. But got a caution, came in and pitted. A lot of people stayed out, kind of put us in a bind there, and then on the restart,
Oops. It says you got a pass-through penalty. I'm going to assume that probably hurts you trying to get back up here to the front as well, didn't it?
Yeah, I've been taught if I don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. All I'm going to say is I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. I got lucky because as soon as I came down pit road, half the field wadded it up in turn 1, so I didn't go a lap down. But
yeah, the caution saved you.
Oh yeah, and then I don't know what it was, but being back in traffic, the truck absolutely drove like horse dookie. I mean, it was terrible plowing. It wouldn't turn, and everything I've ever known to make a car looser or help it free it up or not to drive the right front off, nothing was working. Tried to drive it in a little bit higher, arc it in, it just made it tighter. Back to the corner up, it just kept pushing. I couldn't figure anything out, stuck back there in traffic. And then I tried to take 2 tires one time to try to make up some track position. It worked for a couple laps, but then we fell all the way back to I think 15th, 16th, 18th, something like that. And then eventually we got back up there 10th or so, and just kind of worked our way through there on one of those last restarts. And I was started getting up there with the leaders, and then they got together, and I had a nice little brown pants moment there. That last caution.
More skid marks there than on the track, huh?
Oh yeah, I thought I was done. I saw a car get sideways, and then I saw some smoke, and I just kind of closed my eyes and hoped for the best, and it worked out. And then the way the rule works, so the second place guy, I got into him, so he had to go to the back, and I was trying to mentally prepare myself for a green white checker, but then he gave us 1 to go, and we were still under caution. I'm like, well, I guess it's over with. So
yeah, I believe.
Honestly,
I believe that was Jordan Berry to 53. He kind of got nudged there, and that brought out that caution right there at the end. That stuck both of them back in the back. I believe it was him and Ryan Campbell in the 80.
Yeah, I wasn't. Honestly, I'm probably pretty happy with no green white checker, because being on the leader was probably going to take the outside, and unless I got a great jump, I was going to probably get past. He was going to get by me, and then probably Greg on the outside was going to get by me. So,
well, as far as great jumps go, I will say Snyder was on the money, buddy, when it come to the green flag. I mean, I watched him take off a couple times, and he was on it. So that was...
unfortunately, I was toward the back most of the time. He was up front, so I couldn't really see it for myself. But I know one time, one of those last few restarts, I saw he was pretty good, and so I knew it was going to be a very uphill sledding if I was going to even have a chance of the win. So I'll take a caution shortened race and a second place finish, especially after the night we've had.
Hey, pal, it's all about the points, and you're all about that big picture at the end. That's what you're shooting for. So good points night for you. Is there anybody that you want to thank before I let you go?
I just want to give a shout out to my parents and my granddad. I know they were tuning in. They already got a text message from all three of them. And
well, you tell them they need to chat with me on YouTube here.
Oh, trust me. Look, that's maybe my mom. She's about the only one I would actually be able to teach how to do that.
Well, you tell her Bobby with all the hobbies says next race you better be saying hi to me on here. You better be showing her.
All right, I'll show her. I'm actually going home tomorrow, so
all right,
be able to show her.
Perfect. But congratulations, buddy. Good job. Like I said, you got the points. That's what counts. You're looking at the big picture.
Oh yeah. I also gotta give a wonderful shout out to you putting on this broadcast. We missed you last week, so
yeah, sorry about that. Due to the fact some truck driver hauling a monstrous boat decided to take out a transformer here down the road, and well, let's just say the one day it had to be hot here in Ohio, it had to be that evening. You know?
Oh yeah, that's how it always works. Stuff like that always happens when it's least convenient.
Oh yeah. But I'm glad I was here tonight. Back to normal again, thank God. Sort of, kinda. As normal as I can be anyway. But good job.
That's
Take
not
it
very
easy.
normal for
No,
you.
not really. Take it easy. Have yourself a really good week, Mark. You did a really good job, bud. Nice seeing you in second place, and we'll be looking for you next week. See if you can get it up one more.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, you take care. Finally, got the man of the hour up here, the big kahuna, the main dude. Talk to me, Mr. Snyder.
Yeah, it's great.
How you feeling, bud?
Pretty good. Surprised. Happy to get a win.
Well, I guess you would be happy, man. I'll tell you, those restarts, man, you were Johnny on the spot. I mean, it was impressive. You were gone. And I know that led and helped you out tremendously getting out there in that fresh air like that. And you was actually pulling away before that first caution came out. And I'm sure you didn't want to see that.
No, definitely not. I was lucky I had my teammates behind me too, so it was always kind of giving me a buffer. And yeah, I don't know why. Well, it's hard. I mean, when I was second row, I wasn't that good. But when you're the leader, you're the only one that knows when you're going to go. So.
Yeah, that's true. It does seem to help out just a little bit. But I guess managing and saving those tires means everything here at Kentucky.
Yeah, it really does, and especially when you get long runs. I'm not very fast on a short run, and I love tracks where it just eats your tires, because I even told the 80, because Campbell, he was good all the time, even with saving tires, and the only thing I'm good at is saving tires. So, but it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out real well. You got a lot of points tonight, and well, hey, you won the race, and you're looking at that big picture, and you're right there for it. So, is there anybody out there that you want to thank, my friend, before I let you go?
Yeah, definitely. I got to thank you for putting on the broadcast. I can't wait to go back and watch it. I got to thank everybody that run this league, and that put all the effort into it. And I got to thank my Gigolo teammates, Jordan Berry, Jordan Probst, and who are all of them? I think I got like about a half a dozen of them here. So yeah, Greg, he's our leader, our fearless leader, and just the input they give me. Like tonight, I had computer problems. I only ran literally 4 practice laps, but they bounce all the information they know, they give to me, and it really worked out.
Well, congratulations. Like I said again, you got the points. You're working out for that big picture of the championship. Good job. And I got to tell you, you brought back some memories as a kid. The old golf machine, your paint scheme there. I mean, I can remember there used to be a golf station right here in my town. I was just a little bitty thing, but I definitely still remember it. So, pretty cool paint scheme.
Yeah, that's awesome. That you must be probably in the Northeast, because I mean that's where most of the golf stations were.
Yep.
Yeah, we're actually have a family business. We've been a golf distributor since 1959, and it's exciting. It's fun stuff.
Oh yeah, I think it's really cool. Well, congratulations again, and be safe. And I'll catch you next week and see if you can't double down on this.
Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy. You take care.
Too.
Good job on that, huh? Your race winner, Guy Snyder. Calm, cool, and collective. Thanks, everybody, for joining with us. I appreciate it hanging out with us tonight. It is the High Slide Racing League. Bobby with all the hobbies here at MaxspeedTV TV. Go check us out on MaxspeedTV TV. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to us. We are the oldest, and we have the most subscribers, I do believe, in iRacing broadcasting. So we thank everybody that has subscribed to us and joined us. And if not, join up. Until next week, everybody, be safe out there. See ya.